Hi everybody, Scott Cunningham from Cunningham Realty. Thanks for taking the time to stop in and watch this video. We've been trying to do some videos. We started this the other day and we're going to try doing some videos kind of a little bit different. We're not going to really necessarily talk about business, interest rates, home loans. Is the market up? Is it down? Are there lots of houses selling? Are there no houses selling? What's going on? Just kind of some different things. Somebody one time asked us, what's the scariest thing that happened to us on a showing? Probably about 3-4 years ago. I was showing a home in Eau Claire. I was by myself and was meeting an older guy that was moving to Eau Claire from like Rhinelander or somewhere eastern, a little bit further east of here. And a lot of weird stuff going on with it. He didn't have a cell phone, which is this day and age obviously is unusual. So the only way to contact him was to call him at his home in Rhinelander. And so we had a morning showing set up and I kept trying to get a hold of him to confirm it. Like a day or two before, and well, come to find, I finally got a hold of him, and he hadn't been able to answer his emails because he tipped over his coffee or a drink of water or something like that on his computer, and fried his computer, and so that was kind of different. But you know, things happen. So fast forward to we get to the showing, and it was early in the morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning, and we get there. Nice guy, first time we ever met him, and he was kind of walking kind of slow, which doesn't bother me because I walk slow, but he walking kind of slow, and he seemed like he wasn't processing mentally as well as what maybe a person should. And I thought, well, you know, older, I mean, who knows? I mean, it might have something to do with age, might not. Well, we got into the house and he was having trouble thinking. He was having trouble answering questions. And then finally he says, "Can I sit down?" Well, luckily the home had furnishings in it, and there was a kitchen table and chairs. And I said, "Yeah, sit down. Let's sit down." And so he sat down, and I'm kind of watching him, and I said, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I don't know." And he told me that he was having problems remembering things, and he was having trouble walking, and he felt kind of weak. And I said, "Should I call an ambulance?" He goes, "No, my sister should be here any minute." Well, I didn't realize, but he had set it up so his sister was going to come on the showing with him. So luckily, his sister shows up. I look out the door like a minute later, and there's somebody walking on the sidewalk. It's like, oh, good, there's his sister. Sister comes there, and he's still sitting in the chair, and I let her in the door, and I said, "There's something going on here. He's not feeling good. There's something wrong." Oh, so I asked him. That's right. I asked him if we should call an ambulance. And he said, "No, my sister should be here any minute now." So she gets there and she looks at him and she kind of stares right in his eyes. And you could see that he just wasn't quite there. And so finally she goes, "Are you having a stroke?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think so." Kind of a random, out of the blue question. It's like, "Hey, you're not feeling good. Are you having a stroke?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think so." So I asked again, I said, "Should I call an ambulance?" And she goes, "No." She said, "I'll get him to the hospital." And so I helped him. He was able to walk, but kind of helped slowly walk him outside and got him to her car. And she took him to, I guess I imagined she was taking him to the hospital. Well, she ended up calling me on his phone later that day, and sure enough, he had a stroke and he was in the hospital. He was alive, fortunately. And she was able to get him to the hospital in time, get him some help. And that was kind of the end of it. I did end up sending him an email a few days later, you know, hoping that he'd get it someday and just say, "Hey, you know, it was great meeting you. I hope you're doing okay. I wish you good luck." And didn't care if he ever bought a house from us or not. Just wanted to wish him good luck. I did find out a while later that he was in the hospital for quite a while, but he did survive the stroke. Now that was 3-4 years ago. How he's doing today, I have no clue. Never saw him again. I kind of think he was kind of embarrassed by it all, and honestly, never saw him again. Talked to him one time, and that was the end of it. So, but, you know, that's the way it goes. So, how's that for lightening your day? So, if we can help with anything, whether you're looking for help, wanting to buy a house, sell a house, or combination of the two, please get a hold of us. Feel free to get a hold of Gretchen or myself. I'm easy to get a hold of. You can give me a call or shoot me a text at 715-296-7557. Please check out our new website. Lots and lots of good information on there, www.teamcunninghamwi.com, or you can even contact us through that. If you've not done so, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it. We would really, really appreciate it. The more people that it goes to, the better. The more people that we can help. So if you look below this screen, below the video here, there's a button you can subscribe. If you click on that subscribe, become a member of our YouTube channel. We would really, really appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to do anything other than subscribe. Again, that helps us get our videos out to more and more people. So we definitely appreciate you taking the time to watch this. We hope you're having a great day. Thanks again. Bye now.